Hello, welcome to the Raining Crafts podcast. Today is October 25th, 2015. One more hour until my little boy is 5 years old. So, welcome. This is episode 11, if I haven't mentioned that before. This is my third time trying to record tonight. It's late at night, and I figured I don't have anything to do right now. And I just ate a snack, so I set up a little. I probably set up for a half hour before I go to bed. So this is a busy week. As I mentioned, Kel turns 5 tomorrow, which is crazy because it feels like I just brought him home from the hospital 5 years ago. And he is all decked out for his birthday. He got lots of good stuff from Mommy and Daddy that he will be getting tomorrow. So anyway, and the birthday celebration is this week. So we have birthday celebration on Wednesday, and then we have craft show stuff happening for Grandma's Holiday Craft Show here in Red Lion up at the Bed and Breakfast. It starts next week. So why don't we get into what I've been knitting? So, I have two FOs. One is the Rose City Roller for my mother. This is the first one, and I had to do sock surgery on, I think this end I had to do it on because you see it's deep purple, and I really can't see deep purple. So I see it's deep purple. I'm not colorblind, but it's really hard to Kitchener when you have these really dark gradient colors. And so when I was almost at the end of my Kitchenering my toe, my double points fell out, and I spent probably about 2 hours trying to figure out, okay, where's the yarn, where's the end of the yarn coming from? And I have one of these flexible lights up here, so I had to bend it down to get where I was, to see what I was doing, because it's really hard to see purple, and Kellen's bedroom is not very light-worthy. Light-worthy is not really great for light because there's no window in here. So, pardon me while I have a sip of my cucumber water. The second, I'm not sure. I think I showed this on the last podcast, but I'm not sure. So here it is again. It's my Christmas sock. This was originally for the craft show, and then I decided I'm not stressing out over socks for the craft show when I don't know a stranger's foot size or anything. So these are for me. And I casted on the second sock. You do 8 rows, about 8 rows, 2 by 2 rib, and then I did 32 rows. And then the heel flap with the gusset. And I went to 8 inches before I Kitchenered off for the toe. So those are done. Half finished objects. I casted on the second Rose City roller. While I was waiting for my mother to call me back tonight, I decided to divide for her heel flap. So here it is. If I could get this untangled. I'll show you. So there's the top. There's the top of the sock, and it's gradiating to a purple now. And I usually do divide for the heel flap off my 9-inch circular and do the heel flap on the double points, and then the heel turn on the double points too. So when I go back to my gusset and I'm picking up stitches for the gusset, I go back to my 9-inch circular. And so this is in my Slipped Stitch Studios. Sorry, I can't talk tonight. Doctor Who Dalek bag. I love Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who. And the inside of the bag is like the Daleks too. So that's the outside of the Daleks, and here are the Daleks. But so usually when I do this, so tomorrow, not tomorrow, but in a few days, I'll start to do the heel flap, and I'm sure it'll take me about 2 to 3 days to finish that. But the next project that I have is my socks. These are for me also. I've only knit socks for 3 people so far. And I have a pair that I given to my mother for her birthday. And then and I'm knitting my best friend a pair. But these are for me. This is Plymouth Happy yarn. What's the tag? Happy Feet. In the number 27 colorway. So in here you have the purples, in the gray, you have the purples and the blues and the greens and the yellows. I just love it. My wardrobe is almost all these colors. So it'll be a fun wear. And I don't know, I started to do the Hermione Everyday Socks. When I started this sock, I was like, it's just going to be another vanilla sock. But I like to challenge myself. So I did a 2x2 ribbing, and then I did a knit row. And then I started the pattern for Hermione's Everyday Socks. But I really can't see the pattern in the sock. So I don't know if it's because it's busy, or will it come out after I wash them to see the texture in the sock, because I was really excited to do a new texture, and I was really excited to do a new texture in the sock. So we will see what happens with that. And so this is in my chicken boot sock box. My chicken boot sock box that I got in New York City when I was there in May for my birthday at the Lion Brand Yarn Store. I still have the tag on there, so I remember. But I follow Chicken Boots USA on Instagram. And if I didn't tell you my Instagram name is SF Chick. And I'm also that on Ravelry too. So those socks are for me. And then this sock is for Natalie, my best friend. We've been best friends, oh God, since high school. So we're going on like 20 years. And You know, she was maid of honor in my wedding. I was matron of honor in hers. And we just had that kind of relationship. So when Natalie asked me to make her socks, I didn't know what color to get. The first colors that I thought of were red and then gray. And then I didn't have any red or gray sock yarn in my sock stash. So I picked this color out. And I was like, what about yellow? She's like, yellow sounds fabulous. So this is Lion Brand Sock Ease yarn in the Lemon Drop colorway. I have 3 skeins of this. If you remember my first socks I ever showed you that I did them in this color. But now I'm knitting them for Natalie. So yellow's always a happy color. That's my son's favorite color. He likes yellow. We went shopping for his birthday on Friday, and we were at Walmart, and I showed him this yellow shirt, and he's like, I like it because it's yellow. So right now I'm doing 1x1 ribbing, and I have I'm on row 11, so I need to do 20 rows before I get to the texture pattern. But I'm hoping that I see the texture pattern in this sock compared to my other Hermione sock that I'm doing. So, this is in a bag that I got, that my mother got at Green Planet Yarn in San Jose when I was visiting over Christmas. In August, when we had our plan, when I had my planned trip. The last trip was impromptu, but this is the bag. It reminds me of Paisleys and the little fire swirls, and they look like feathers, and it's just really cool. So that's what's in this bag, and I wish that on Ravelry you can also document what project bag that your project is in when you go to list it into Ravelry. But another project is in my Erin Lane bag, my Erin Lane Mini. This is sock number 2 of the Christmas sock. I was up with heartburn in the middle of the night last night, so I finished my 8 rows of ribbing. 8 rows of ribbing, 7 blah blah blah. I did my 8 rows, and now I'm going to start on the stockinette part of the sock and do it for 32 rows. And usually in my project bags now too, that I went on eBay one night and I found tape measures. These are the tape measures that I like to use. I don't like to use the retractable ones. I think Elizabeth Green Musselman from the Dark Matter Knits podcast, that is no more, said they tend to stretch out when you pull, so I use these instead. So this goes to 60, this is 5 feet. So I carry one of these in a pen and a little post-it to know where my rows are on, because when I'm knitting around my 5-year-old, I often forget if I have to automatically put it down and see where I'm at or what he's doing when he's too quiet or he's yelling at my husband. I know what row I'm on when I come back. So, there's that. And what else? Oh, so I have 2 cows that I casted on for that are for Christmas. One's for my grandmother-in-law, one's for my mother-in-law. And I'm not going to show those to you because Mom might watch the podcast. I call my mother-in-law Mom, just like my mom. It's hard. We're really close. So I call Mom. My mother-in-law Mom. I call my father-in-law Dad. And it's all good. So anyway, I have not touched my Tin Can Knits chocolate brown and teal hat in a while. I'm at the decreases. I set up for my decrease row. I just don't know how to do the decreases yet. So, and then I was going through my old projects, and that's what I spent most of my day doing yesterday. I pulled out a basket and I was like, oh, these are old whips. Let me go through them. I ripped out every project in that basket except one. And this is in my blue sky alpaca bird bag, blue bird bag. And my stitches keep coming off of here. Raina, what are you doing? Sorry. I don't want my stitches to come off. So, maybe I'll just lifeline these stitches until, because I'm on the double points. Usually I go from circular to double point when I go to do the decreases. But, the double points keep fighting me. So this is the Barley Hat by Tin Can Knits in the Purple Mist Vanna's Choice colorway from Lion Brand. I like this yarn. I like the gradient. It's really not a gradient. But I just like how the colors look, and sometimes I just look at yarn and I'm like, that's going to be this project. That's going to be this project. So, here's the barley. Here's the front of the barley. Here's the garter part of the barley. And here's the stockinette part. And I have a blue one for myself that I wear all the time. And it's just a really comfortable hat. And if my in-laws wore more hats, I would make them all barleys because it's such an easy pattern. But that's what I have been working on. Oh, and I've been working on my sweater. Well, not really, because I was watching the Ennis Knit podcast with Mrs. Shu and Chris Loves Wool a few nights ago. They were talking about sweaters. So I started this sweater in August. This is the Contented Cardigan by Hannah Fettig. And I'm about 35 rows done with this so far. I have to go I have to go to 70 before I go to the next part. But when I was knitting on this when my mother got sick with pneumonia. So, I didn't want to take a complicated project with me to California to work on. Plus, if I got to 70 stitches, it would be kind of useless to take and be like, now what am I going to do? So I just decided to put it away, and Mr. Shu and Chrysalis will inspire me to bring it back out. So, that is what I'm working on. And I'm on row 36 of 70. And the other project bag in here is the Christmas gift for my mother-in-law that I do not want to show in case she watches. So, anyway, this week is really busy, and I was trying to clean up my desk and get through my projects and all, but I have that box back right there, right here, is for the craft show that we have drop off for this week. So I'm very excited that the craft show is here this week. The end of the year is always the busiest of the year because first with our family, first it's Callan's birthday, and at the end, October 26th is his birthday, and then we have the craft show. And then we have our anniversary. We will be married for 6 years on November 14th. And then my mother-in-law's birthday, and my father-in-law's birthday, and my sister-in-law's birthday. And then we have Christmas and then New Year's. So we got married around a busy time in 2009. And we don't have any plans yet. We are planning to spend our anniversary together. So we are, I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, this is the calm before the storm, I call it. Last week in October is when everything hits. So, anyway, what have I been? And then I forgot what was. Oh, I should have never. Sorry, my cat is distracting me. She's off that way in her basket. So anyway, I'm going to go, and I hope to talk to you in a few weeks, and I hope to have a few more projects. Oh, before I leave, I wanted to make a plug for the Grandma's Holiday Craft Show, which starts next Thursday. I have it in my notes. Give my Kindle a moment to pull up. I think next Thursday is the 6th. I didn't want that. The next Thursday is the 6th, and then it'll wrap up on December. Hold on. November 5th through December 6th at the Red Lion Bed and Breakfast on South Franklin Street here in Red Lion. It's usually run Thursday to Sunday for 4 weeks. And it's not your typical craft show where you have lots of people set up tables and you rent your space, and it's like floor to ceiling crafts. Every ounce of that craft show inside the main house is covered. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law block out the rooms during these days, and the main floor they have everything you can ever imagine at the craft show. And we are, and I'm a vendor, but I'll be there as a floater too. I don't know when my hours are, but I will be getting an email. So anyway, if you are in the Susquehanna Valley of Central Pennsylvania, you can come and check it out. I will put more details up on the blog as I get them, but that's all that I have for you this week. Sorry. Sorry, I kind of almost had a false ending. I forgot to plug that for my brother-in-law. So, enjoy your week, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.